am so excited to be here today. I want to thank everybody at Amy for asking me to speak. I'm so honored and so excited. I am Jess, and I am going to be talking about drilling down using filters and custom labels to better service your customers. So if you're watching live, let me know, say hi. If you're watching the replay, use the hashtag #AfterParty so we know that you are checking it out. I am a bit of a data nerd. I absolutely love drilling down, trying to figure out if there's some sort of patterns or how I can better run my business with, an effective use of time. So when custom labels came out, it was like the best Christmas gift I could have possibly ever been given. It's been such a game changer for me when it comes to providing the best customer service that I can for my customers. Hey, Janessa. But it can be a little bit overwhelming at first because there's so much data out there that you can track. So figuring out where to even begin sometimes is a little bit overwhelming. So I just kind of wanted to pop in and talk about some of the ways that I am using custom labels this year to be able to better service my customers and to just kind of be able to target different aspects of my business. So when coming up with custom labels, something that I really like to think about is what information do you want to know with a quick snapshot of your customers, or what would you like to be able to filter down or filter out? Let me rephrase that. And what would you like to be able to filter out about them? Hey, Pam. Hey, Meg. Okay, so I kind of wanted to walk through some of them that I'm using. Just to kind of give you some ideas and a branching off point for your business. Okay, so I like to know when my customers are ordering. So I don't necessarily want to know the last orders that have come in all the time. Sometimes I want to know who ordered in September but hasn't ordered since September. So what I have done is I have created labels for every single month in 2019. So literally just say Jan 19. I'll have a new, I have a new one for this month, Jan 20. So every month in 2019 has its own label. And then I have a general one for 2018 with a little, I love emojis. I think that visually it makes it so much easier to look at all of the custom labels and the filters when you have emojis. So I have that, that beautiful triangle with exclamation point that you see in your car and you're like, oh man, I need to get some work on this. So I have that for 2018. So let me backtrack. Anytime that somebody places an order, I update with the month that they order. So any tag will show me when the last time that customer ordered. So if I see that 2018 triangle, I know that there is some work to be done because those customers haven't ordered since 2018. So how I like to use this is if you have a consumable product, figure out what your average order volume is and how quickly your customers should be running out of that product. So let's say that your average order normally will last a customer about 8 weeks. If they ordered in October and they haven't ordered again since then, they're either out of your product or they're not using it. So it's great to be able to then reach out to them. So you could literally, if you have these filters in, you can click, October and really anything prior to October. But start with October and you can say, reach out to them and find out, like, did they not like it? Are they not using it? Are they having a problem? Did it look different than what they were expecting? There's so many different things, they could have also just forgotten about it. October was starting of the holiday season shopping. They may have stashed it away in a drawer and completely forgot about it. So you can reach out to find out. You can damage control if there was an issue with it. You can help walk them through how to use it if they're confused, or they may have just been out and things are busy. It's January. It's a busy time of year. They may have just forgot to send you a message. So that's one way that I use them. loyalty points tracker. So if you are a person who uses like a punch card or some sort of loyalty points tracking, I use a tag for every single point on my tracker. I personally like to use the number emojis because, again, it's something that stands out in my mind when I'm just quickly looking. Because you'll see, I use a lot of custom labels, so that's a lot to read when you're looking at a customer. I like to use the emojis, and then I can just quickly, at a glance, see, you know, what's going on that screen without having to read each one. If you do fundraisers, or if you have a party guest or somebody randomly who found you on your website and you haven't connected with them yet, using different using different custom labels for each of them helps you to be able to determine, how am I going to reach out to this person? I may reach out to somebody who found me randomly on my website versus somebody who ordered at a party versus somebody who has ordered from me over and over and over again, and they're my next door neighbor and we're best friends. So it just helps you to be able to filter different ways to be able to connect with those customers. I also have it in there, if you have a large event, or if you have something that's reoccurring, like let's say you're doing a vendor event and you have an annual event that happens every single year, and last year you did it and you met 1,000 people. I don't know, wouldn't that be nice? But let's say you met 1,000 people. Put in there one of the custom labels that's where you met them at that event. And literally, I just have it named with the event. So that way, next year or this year, right before that event, I can message those customers and I can say, hey, I'm going to be here, you know, check me out at booth, whatever. Or you can connect somehow with them, but you also are keeping an eye on, how was that event doing long term? Like, not only how did it do that day, but 6 months from now, how is it still affecting your business? Because sometimes we have events that are really small on the actual day, but have a huge impact on our business afterwards. So that's a great way to be able to track it. Another thing I use is I have a customer Facebook group. So I have an indicator in there on whether or not they're in my group or not in my group. I can have the most amazing social media content plan out there, but if my customers aren't in that group, they're not seeing it. So I now know, you know, who's not in my group, so who's not seeing those posts, and how else do I need to connect with them to let them know this information. Also, Amy is amazing in the sense that it lets us keep track of all of our the contact information for each of our customers. But I have certain customers who only want to be connected one way or the other. They prefer text message, they prefer email. I have a business telephone number and a personal telephone number. There's some people I connect with on my personal telephone number versus my business, etc. So I have labels letting me know this person prefers to be text. Again, I use the little emojis so I can quickly see when I look at them, this person likes to be text, or this person prefers email. Sorry, I have my little notes. I don't want to forget anything. If you have customers who have preferences as far as like their favorite color, maybe you sell something that has scents, their favorite scent, their favorite style, their favorite size, use that as a custom label. Because imagine if your customers, if you had in there, my customers love purple, and then come to find out your company is either having an incentive with a purple color, or they have a brand new product that came out with purple. Now you can just filter purple and know all these people you want to message because they'll probably really like this new purple item, or this new style of whatever. Another one is occupations. So if you have, there are some main occupations that people have: nurses, teachers, firefighters, etc. They have special weeks to be able to be celebrated, but sometimes there's also products that come out that would be great for one of those. Try using some of those filters, those custom labels. I filter a lot, so I call them interchange, sorry. Use some of those custom labels, again with the emoji, so it's very visual, of what their occupations are. So when it is Nurses Week or back to school or summer break, you can just connect with your customers on that level. Just saying, you know, I hope you have a great summer. I hope your last week was, you know, of school was great, or whatever that looks like, but connecting with them on that personal level. And the last thing that I like to use is I call it a connector. And basically, this is anybody who's connected me with somebody else. So if they've referred over a new team member, if they've referred over a new customer, if they've referred anybody over to me, I label them as a connector, because I have a lot of customers who may not necessarily be a customer who's always ordering from me, but they are always referring people over to me, and I want to make sure to always stay connected with them and to really thank them and love on them. So that is another one that I am using and loving. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, I can definitely answer them, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your e-summit. I am so excited to learn so much today. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.